If you don't know who Ken McCusick is, or you haven't heard of Film Study, the podcast or the website, do yourself a favor, check him out. Just a very informative and entertaining podcast, but great write-ups. He's been studying Ravens tape for a long time, very detailed and analytical. Great podcast. I've been invited to be a guest on that show following the Bills game with Ken. He invited me, and I'm really consider that a privilege. That's Tuesday night. We're going to record that, but the show will air Wednesday, I believe, around early afternoon sometime. Definitely subscribe to Ken's work. Follow him on social media. Subscribe to the podcast. Support him, and you won't be sorry. It's good stuff. And I will leave a link to that in the description box, as well as a link to the Purple Flock forums. Okay. One of the things I really enjoy is reading the comments, specifically the comments that deal with, play breakdowns and things that folks are seeing in the plays I highlight that I miss, or just talking about the game in general. Just a lot of astute observations, and I'm learning a lot. So keep those coming. I wanted to look at some of the passing plays, 3 in particular that were highlighted by Ravens fan 23, and he's a Ravens fan just like me and you. But he wanted me to look at 3 plays specifically, but hopefully we'll get into some more. I'll start with those 3 plays. This is the Andrews touchdown. The 49ers are in a 43 or a 4-3 overlook here, and I want us to pay attention to the motion response. The front 4 never ever that I've seen budge. It's always the second level guys that respond to motion. Here you see double motion, crossed by Hurst, back again. And you see in each instance these linebackers have a lot to think about, and they move 2 full gaps over. Then you see them keying this pull by Bozeman and the run blocking sets by the lineman here. That's the only time that you get these linebackers to move. You've really got to sell these guys, and then only just a little. That with the play fake to Ingram, and you get them to do what you want them to do. So that to me is key. Those multiple motions by Hurst, getting these linebackers moved around, and then play action. Any kind of read by Lamar, sticking the ball in the belly, and I think most importantly is the way that the line blocks. Ingram, the Ravens do that a lot this year. Ingram and the pulling guard stay in protection, and he splits those linebackers. It's perfect. It's perfect. Watch it from this angle. Let's start at the beginning. There's Hurst. Watch the linebackers. Willie's the number 3 inside here. He's going to run the seam and over. And I think Lamar hesitates. I think this is on him. You see Willie kind of, as the linebackers are at the line of scrimmage and dropping, you see him clear this second level, turn, kind of slow just a little bit, wanting or expecting the football right in this hole here. So he doesn't stop or sit it down. He just keeps moving, but you can see definitely slows, turns, and waits for the football. You see Lamar pump the football or throw it and pull it down, or go to throw it right there and pull it down. We'll look at it from the other angle. You also see he's got a shot deep here at Seth Roberts. Willie's holding this safety, and I cannot tell which route Lamar is initially aiming when he pulls the ball down. We'll see. It looks to me like he's looking at Seth, in which case he misses this over that Willie's running. Okay, so here's Willie clearing the linebackers. You can see Lamar's eyes to the side, Seth Roberts' side, so I think that's what he's thinking here. See him kind of pull the ball down, then he goes over. I think that's the case. Not positive, but I think in either case there's hesitation there. I thought Lamar was fairly careful in this game. You know, like I said, he's got a shot. It's not an exceptionally easy pass to make. He's got to make sure he gets this uh, out in front of Seth and away from the middle of the field as much as he can. But he should be able to make that throw. And you can tell he's thinking that right there. Um, he may see this DB and that might scare him off of it. But that's what happens with Willie on this over. Is Willie's kind of slow in that route in anticipation of a throw coming and clearing these linebackers. That's what it looks like to me. Ravens are in an empty set. That's Marquise, inside receiver to the field side. And it's really just a question here of the wrong route being called. I think if he's called to do a dig here, he's got the linebacker turned. He turns him completely around. And I've seen him run enough digs where if that's the call, he's going to cut that flat and they're going to have a big completion. You can see that DB or that linebacker makes a tremendous play kind of making up here and getting in this throwing lane. But yeah, it's just see the linebacker's sort of the beneficiary there of that route. Even though there's separation, even though he's open, it takes too long to get him the football. That's not on Lamar, that's on the route. And I think Marquise is just running that deep over to the corner. He does have a look at Nick. Looks like he's got enough time there, but you can see why he made up his mind to go here. It's more of a run set versus pass set, and this is what we were talking about, getting these linebackers to move a little bit. Great throw by Lamar on this one. You see Ricard out wide, and when he gets motioned in, and then upon the ball snapping, I want you to watch these linebackers. Okay, so you see this run set here. Watch just very, very, very minutely they go forward, all three of them. That's coupled with the play fake here. And it's just enough to get Andrews clear. Andrews sits this down. Lamar's eyes manipulate this linebacker and just on a rope gets it to him. Watch this linebacker though. This is really, really impressive. 54. See that just all three second level guys take a step forward because of the line key here and because of the play action. Macari one-on-one. So all three second level guys take a little bit up. Watch Lamar's eyes. Off to that side of the field. Watch the linebacker 54. Yeah, really obviously keying Lamar, and you can see him how far he moves. Watch how far he moves, and then watch this guy almost getting the throwing lane. Look at that. Look how far he is away from Andrews here. Look how that ball's on a rope. Look at that effort, man. Just about gets that football anyway. So that throw has got to be perfect, and it's got to get there in a hurry. I'll play it for both sides too. Here it is from above. Ricard out wide, motions in. Play fake. They're keying the line, step up, and then on a rope to Andrews. Again, we see the Niners in a 4-3 over here, and again we see them affected by motion. I'm thinking this is something the Ravens saw on tape as well. I'm sure if I did, they did. I'm positive of that. But you see, here's Hurst across the formation. Linebackers going, two gaps. Pretty significant move when you see that kind of motion. The thing I will point out that the Ravens, you see them boot Lamar here. So they managed to move these linebackers and this DB. These guys are super athletic and they can get back in. But the thing I will point out is that if you run Willie on a dig here, this inside receiver is usually open. I've noticed this with San Francisco, and I haven't seen anybody run that route. Hayden's great here. Gets behind these linebackers real intuitively. Wonderful job of Lamar finding him, of them finding each other here. Just brilliant play. So that call with Hurst in motion gets the linebackers to the side. And then they really take off, realizing it's a boot. QB keep there. And nice job kind of folding underneath and ducking in behind the linebackers. Really brilliant. That little window that Lamar's got there. Watch it again. It's a key conversion here to Hurst. Just a 2-yard pickup. I think this is 4th and 2. Sherman's man-to-man on Hurst here. He barely picks this up. They sort of run this double screen here underneath Andrews and Roberts. What's great, Sherman makes a great play here, man. Just coming all the way across the field, takes a great angle, almost stops him. He would have had not Lamar made a great throw here. You can see Hurst turned outside. Lamar doesn't hit him here. Lamar makes it a more difficult catch, but throws him inside. Great adjustment, great hands. And it's just that little 6 inches of space there that enables him to get the first down. And it's so important. Great little lead throw by Lamar. And again, real impressive stuff from San Francisco.